welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is going to be day... Oh, that was weird. That was day 4. It's going to be day 4, that's what it's going to be. And we're going to continue on. I'm going to point out things that I've noticed. And my own ideas. Any resemblance to any existing ideas and theories is unfortunate. Alright. And of course, I'm not going to get into every single tiny little detail, because if I did, I would go insane. Anyway, day 4. Oh, man. I forgot the voice that I used for her. I am the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great.
Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound like Sayori all of a sudden, yeah.
Monika, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
I don't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monika.
Eh? So this is a unique face. I think this is the only time that this face appears. I could be wrong, but I think this is the only time that this face appears. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. When I first played through the game, I was like, who said that? Of course it was Monika. I think I already took a screenshot of that exchange. But, just in case. Huh? Ah, never mind. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me. Where is Sayori, anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at his desk in the cornered room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Gonna take a screenshot of that for a thumbnail. Huh? I'm also gonna take that one just in case. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things, because you know what they say about assumptions. They make an ass out of you and Umption. We all know that Umption's is a jerk. Anyway, jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Oh, alright. If you say so, would you care for some dry meal? I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but... You know, what else do I want? There we go. Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems to be downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Mace. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, no. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mace. Me? How on earth do you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. Haha. You're so funny, Mace. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? That's an excellent point. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. All right. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. I'll take a picture of the history. Oh no. Did I miss something? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. ... Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Gonna do some history. Take a screenshot of that show poem to Monika. Hi, Mace. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing from a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ha ha ha. Anyway, let's look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Aha! It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've spent a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well. Mace, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Like a pile of meat. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? I'm sure this poem is laden with all sorts of things. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search, and I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend that is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Or twilight sky? Twilight sky? Which may or may not be quoted in Relics of Hyrule. Anyway, in one of the updates in the future. Until one day this wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather. Somehow that cut off. A dry quill, expressionless. But, wait, did I take a screenshot? But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she speaks in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. We seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. Another thing I want to quote. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright, let's... This cue, by the way, that is sort of... It's like putting a 7 with a line through it, or a Z with a line through it, is to distinguish a Q from a 9. And the 7 is to distinguish a 7 from a 1, I think. And a Z is to distinguish it from a 2. Now you know. Anyway. This poem is not quite as on the nose as her last poem, but it does still... there is no meaning, there is no purpose. Your legend does not exist. Those 3 lines, I think, are the most important. Also, that's kind of interesting right there. The fact that the G got cut off and part of the A's are cut off. Anyway. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. For thumbnails. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Oh, you know what? Let's get this one in there. No? Come on. Oh god, okay. Haha. You know, it seems like everyone prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah. That. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, because... Come on. Come on. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want you to focus. They'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today, and once again, it was actually decent advice. Thanks for listening. And let's do Sayori last. Yuri, stop. Well done, Mace. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monika. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. Now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. You shallow little... But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. Yes. I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Mace? Huh? I learned I like girls. Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know. Anyways, I always believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. Kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing, and I have the most advice to share. Is that so? You think for a good minute. That must be terrible. God. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, god damn it, Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry I always overthink and come to these sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, finally. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Alright. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making. That speaks to my geologist heart. Because beaches, of course, are formed from the pulverized sand. No, pulverized rock. That's what sand is. Sand is pulverized rock. It's rock that has been bashed against other rocks for millions and millions of years, and it's deposited on the beach, and it's amazing. Hawaii has black sand beaches and red sand beaches. It's so cool. It's rocks pounded together. It's amazing. Okay. Beach, a marvel years, millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is where not everything can be found. Is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Ew. Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. I turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore, drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. This font is really well done. You can see that the R's are all the same, but each letter is different, so it doesn't look fake. They're all the L's are the same. All the characters are the same, but each individual letter doesn't really line up. They line up along, the bottom pretty well, but I really like how that looks. I also like that she doesn't use normal cursive E's or normal cursive S's. Yeah, normal cursive S's or capital S's or Z's. I don't know, because cursive is weird. Anyway, cursive B's, yeah. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Say that like you didn't even know what to write about. Didn't even want to write about it. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I'm trying to get screenshots of all of the characters separate from any text box, just them being themselves. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. Be refreshing, It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, Natsuki.
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. See what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying.
Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway?
Oh, sorry. Is that more... Why are you so more invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No! Gross! Gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you just ended up scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Her catchphrase is, "It's not like." Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you.
Guh.
Guh. Oh, guh? Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ha 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 ha.
How the hell do you call that a joke? Seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of a point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway.
Natsuki holds her poem out like nothing even happened. I'm going to recite this poem using, phonetic punctuation. Oh, there is no punctuation in this. There's just periods. Great. Thanks.
I'll be your beach. Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place for us to go. A beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side in your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
Alright. This is... What's interesting about Natsuki is that her poems improve over the course of... Crap, I forgot to take a screenshot of Yuri's poem. Oh, wow. Okay. Natsuki's poems steadily improve over the course of Act 1, which is interesting. Like, they very definitively... The first one was very basic, the second one was better, and then this one's really good. Anyway, I also like the font that she has for her handwriting.
Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once.
Interesting. I didn't take a screenshot.
Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write about anything negative about the Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Except that one time that I was out on the beach with my family, extended family, and my uncle, I guess you could call him my uncle, stepped on a shell and, like, started bleeding. That was fun. That's definitely a positive experience. Anyway, well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Well, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something amazing. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Alright, now it's Sayori time. Okay. Take a bunch of screenshots of her. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Mace. Thanks. Sarah, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Huh? Of course! Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Huh. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Mace. I'm still a little surprised. I mean, I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? Music cut out. Did you hear that? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait! Of course I do. Now it's piano. Music is piano. Or it's the solemn, plinky-plinky, mostly piano. Okay. Of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand that you the most. I know you have to sometimes I know you have to sometimes put up with me. That's a weird sentence. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. So, Sayori? Oh, there we go. No, Mace, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If we had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori! I glance around the room to make sure no one noticed this. Sayori, I probably never said this before. I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Mace. It's just a little Raincloud. Sorry I had to see that. Promise won't happen again. Oops. Just smiles for a minute, that's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early. Sayori, tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. No poem! Okay, you three. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is the common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Well, look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's always almost like everyone else's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright.
Seriously, of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, alright? And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Whoo. Yuri's an owl now. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. The avoidance. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can...
Yeah?
Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's painting too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. I don't know why that struck me so funny. That's such a funny moment. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as he stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Her mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mace. The one who's truly useless. Aha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are we going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like...
That's her catchphrase.
It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butthole anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Mace may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mace to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mace to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Mace, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Okay, here's the deal. I may have mentioned last episode you were given a choice. When Sayori asked if you would want to walk home with Yuri, you were given a choice between yes or no. I would walk home with Sayori, or you would walk home with Yuri. Doesn't really matter what you choose. It's sort of a false choice. It's sort of a closed loop. In this case, you have a choice, but you're required to choose the right ones. So, for instance, if I say Sayori, I mean, it's not going to be anyone, and if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monika said...
Monika said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, you really hate us that much?
No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? So I can't choose Sayori. And I also can't choose Monika. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yay, you picked me!
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us.
But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work the most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Mace was the one who,
That doesn't matter. You are the one who scared him into picking you in the first place.
Oh, hello. Wait, I always forget that it doesn't put that one into history. Okay.
You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club.
Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives.
Excuse me?
Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika.
Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone.
Ah, maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
So you're going to do the right thing, President?
Okay. I get it. It's technically the most logical for Mace to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Mace? False choice. Well, not really a false choice, but the game forced me not to choose Monika or Sayori. And it made a big deal out of not choosing Monika. Which is interesting, because that's the only opportunity you've ever been given to actually spend time with Monika. And also, you may have noticed, if not, you can rewind the video, or go back in the video, because, whatever. But Monika's eyes were pointed away for most of the time. Anyway, do you have a preference, Mace? I do. I'm going to choose Yuri because of reasons. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me?
Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No, I was just saying,
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Mace? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said that it would be fine.
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. I'll split myself in half. Is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. You feel the same way, Mace? Me? I guess you'd say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki?
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Mace picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do with the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one who's surprised. Monika and are taken aback by Yuri's words. You can see how taken aback Monika is. Look how taken aback she is. She's so taken aback. When she already has so much trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far outside of her comfort zone. But the comfort zone's the only where you can grow. That's what everyone tells me, that the comfort zone is for you to grow. You need to go outside of your comfort zone. Sorry. The whole concept of comfort zone is really annoying to me. And I'm not taking issue with the dialogue in the game. I'm saying that in general, in real life, people always are like, oh, she did such a great job. She stepped outside of her comfort zone. And it's just like, so? Yeah, she sure did. Like, just because you step outside of your comfort zone, there's this thing called the zone of proximal development. This is a legitimate thing in educational psychology, where you get confused to a point, and you need someone who knows more than you to pull you up just a little, go beyond that. I think that's what the zone of proximal development is. And the comfort zone, this stupid comfort zone idea, is similar to that, but just like other things, like Myers-Briggs personality things and other crap, you can tell I'm not a big fan of Myers-Briggs. Comfort zones aren't like some sort of pinnacle of, like, going outside of your comfort zone doesn't necessarily mean that you're learning and that you're growing. That's what I'm getting at. A comfort zone, just because you go beyond it, doesn't mean that you are suddenly entering nirvana. I don't know. This is how it feels like people go about talking about comfort zones, especially with introverts like Yuri, who spend energy to interact with people. That's just how she is. That's how her brain is wired. And going outside her comfort zone isn't gonna change that. It's not like that's bad. It's just the way she is. I don't know. Okay. I'll stop ranting about comfort zones. Somehow that just got me on that struck a nerve, because I've just heard so much about, oh, you stepped outside your comfort zone, congratulations. Yeah. Give me a medal. Yeah, I've won the lottery. Anyway. I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something that Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You'd better bet my cupcakes will be the best part of the whole event.
Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. Here's some more piano. This reminds me, this piece reminds me of the Cox and Crendor theme. You know, the when the cartoons that their artist makes? It always sounds like that. Anyway, sorry. I realize that you don't have any way of contacting. I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe it slipped my mind. I'll just shout out my window. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter. Channeling Natsuki there. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not really nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mace. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you feel bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. I chose to help you because I couldn't choose Sayori and I couldn't choose Monika. And I didn't want to help Natsuki because Natsuki's helping with cupcakes doesn't have any foreshadowing in it. Anyway, but Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to help. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Right? You said that, I think? Maybe? Maybe you said that? You may have said that? You may have implied it. You implied that. I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looked straight in my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this! Oh, okay. So I'm going to save because this is actually another day. This is day 5. The day of meeting up with Yuri. So I'm going to have this as its own separate thing. We're getting close to the day of the festival, the day of the event. We have Yuri, and we also have an encounter with Sayori. I think this is the same day. Oh, Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I thought I would prefer to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've been pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might happen. Or outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, it's like Monika said. It's about the club. There's nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Okay, it's already Sunday. There we go. I'm going to save here. And we'll do Sunday, the day before the festival, the penultimate day, the semifinals, the straw before the straw that broke the camel's back, the 3 legs of the butterfly that are sitting on the piano. We'll do that next time. So thank you very much for watching. Things are happening. Things are going to happen. It's going to be different. Alright. See ya.